This is part 2 of the QuikCheK training webinar series. In today's lesson, we'll cover how to enter members into QuikCheK. If you want to view this video in full screen, please press Alt-Enter on your keyboard or double-click in the middle of your screen. After you launch QuikCheK from your desktop icon, click on the Login button and log in as Demo, no password required. Or use your own login if you have one. You can press the letter Q or click on the QuikCheK button in the lower left to launch the QuikCheK application. After it's loaded, you're going to click the Members button in the top right of the screen to go to the Members module. The Members module is where you'll add members and maintain all membership information. The Member tab will contain all of the members' demographic information. For QuikCheK Basic users, this screen is also where you will enter the start and end dates for a member's membership. For QuikCheK Pro users, you will use the Memberships tab to enter membership info. The Memberships tab, Accounts tab, and the Billing tab are all used together in order to bill members on a monthly basis. In QuikCheK Basic, you will only see the Member tab and the History tab, similar to this screen. Just two tabs, Member and History. On the Member tab, you will see a series of sub-tabs. The first one is Name. That contains some membership information, a main member if there is any, additional members if there are any. If we go to Michael Clark, you can see he has an additional member called Patty Clark. There's a category, subcategory. Basically, these are your membership types. You might have single, family, student, senior, etc. Those you will customize yourself. You can have a trainer field where you will specify a trainer. You can use a measure date field to specify measurement dates. And there's a member number and barcode. On the Personal tab, you'll see address, phone, personal info, employer info. On the More Info tab, you can select a referred by, and you can see when the record was created, who it was created by, the source of this person, sales rep, email address, emergency contact. The Custom tab is a series of custom fields. I've renamed custom number 1 to say locker number. Now I can use this field for my locker numbers. You can rename these fields and set up to whatever you prefer. Notes is where you will enter notes for every member. Medical tab has some medical fields that are used by some wellness centers, and the Access tab is where QuikCheK Basic users will enter the start and end dates on the membership. On the right side of the screen, you can see a Photo tab, which shows the photo of the member you're viewing. A List tab, which lists every member in your database. As you select a member, you can see their name is across the top of the screen. Member Tools are some utilities that you can use while using QuikCheK. Calculator, you can log notes, shoot an email, attach a check-in message. And the Web tab just has links to our website, and you can chat with a tech or look up video tutorials like this one. Let's start entering a member. Take a wild guess at what you're going to click on to enter a member. That's right, the Add Member button in the top left of the screen. That will bring up the new member entry screen. The aqua-colored fields are all required fields. Let's add Bruno Musclehead as our first member. You can press your Tab key to move between fields. In the address field, we'll put in 55 Main Street. Now, when you get down to the zip code, you're going to type in the zip code of the city you're in. When you press Tab to exit that field, if that city is not in the database, it will prompt you to enter it in, along with the state. Now when I save that, that populates that field, and I can see that that zip code, and city have been added to my city database. When it comes to phone numbers, if I just run my fingers over a bunch of numbers here, you can see it only lets me enter 7 numbers. If I want to enter an area code, you're going to start with the parentheses, and a shortcut to start with the parentheses is by pressing your space bar. Now it knows you're going to enter in 10 digits, and that works for all phone numbers. Space bar, and then you can enter area code plus the phone number. Email address is self-explanatory. Categories, you will set up your own categories and subcategories per the memberships you have at your facility. Source is how the member heard about the club. Let's choose newspaper ad. If we leave member number at 0, QuikCheK will auto-increment all by itself and just assign the next number to this member. The barcode field, we're going to go over that a little later. You can type in a barcode if you want, but there is another way to do that, and we're going to cover that in just a moment. Birth date, month, day, year. Social security number, emergency contact info, medical info, employer info, all self-explanatory. Go ahead and click Save in the bottom right to save this record. And as you can see, it tried to pick up the next number, which was 20, and it warns you that member number 20 is already in use. Click OK on that, click Save again, and you can see at the top of the screen, we are now viewing Bruno Musclehead, and his number is 21. So it auto-incremented, and after 20, it just selected member number 21. Now let's check in Mr. Musclehead and see how he looks on the check-in screen. If we go to the check-in screen, we can type in his member number and press Enter, and he comes up red. And you can see he has a start date on his membership, but no end date. You must have an end date on your membership, at least in QuikCheK Basic, for the member to come up green. As you can see on the right side of the screen, there's no picture. And at the bottom of the screen, there's a red bar that says the member, that basically shows you that the member does not have a valid membership and is denied entry into the club. To take a picture of a member, that's pretty simple. You can click the Photo tab, Photo button at the bottom, right underneath the picture screen, and your video will load. And now you have a picture of Mr. Musclehead. Click on Take Picture and click Save when you're happy with that picture. Adding a barcode to a member. We were going to cover that also. To assign a barcode, you might have a box full of key tags. So what you're going to do is pick up a key tag. You're going to click on, first you're going to locate the member like we have Bruno on the screen here. Click on Toolbox in the top right. Click Enter Barcode. A small screen comes up. You can click in the barcode field and type something in. Nothing's going to happen. This screen is just waiting for you to scan a barcode, which I'm going to do now. That number automatically shows up in the barcode field, and we click Save to save it. Now, if we cancel Bruno off the screen, clear him off, when we scan, he should come up on the screen. And there you go. Now what we want to do is make Bruno green. Let's go to the member screen, and to assign start and end dates on Bruno's membership, you're going to click on the Access tab. Now this is for QuikCheK Basic only, really. We're not covering QuikCheK Pro at this point. That will be in another lesson. QuikCheK Basic, once you're on the Access tab, you will click Edit Member at the top. So now you can modify that person's information. We already have a check mark in General, and we have a start date. Now we're just going to, let's give him a 1-year membership. We're going to use the outer arrows to go out 1 year, green check mark to save, and then save his record at the top. And now if we go back to the check-in screen, and let's scan his key tag. Now, we're actually using QuikCheK Pro to do this. and that's why he comes up magenta. But in QuikCheK Basic, he will come up green, and you can see on the left, start and end dates are from 3/4/2010 to 3/4/2011. Now I'm going to cancel him off the screen, and I'm going to flip over to QuikCheK Basic. And let's go ahead and scan him so you can see. Let's see if we can get this to work here. This should be QuikCheK Basic, yes. All right. We're going to close QuikCheK Pro. And on the check-in screen, I'll scan. Once again, I'm going to scan his barcode. And up comes Bruno with a green bar. And we're ready to check him in for general access. You should remember that from lesson 1. Click on the general button on the left, click check in at the top, and he's been checked in. If we want to take a look at his record, we can click recheck to pull him right back up. And if we click on visits, we will see that he was checked in today by demo for activity general at 11:42 a.m. Hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Tune in for lesson 3 on using the point of sale system. Have a great day.